Good morning, all. In last lecture, we have seen some examples related to how to find the area of double integration. So here the formulae are in example while solving you can take strip parallel to x-axis or parallel to y-axis. By seeing that common shaded region and you have to choose the strip so that you can easily find the limits of x and y axis or x limits and y axis you can easily find in that way, or by seeing the shaded area, that common area, you can choose strip parallel to x axis or strip parallel to y axis. So one example we have seen to find the area of the circle. So let us see the next example. Find the area bounded by x equal to 0, y equal to 2x and y equal to 4. So how to find the area? So the formulae are these. If you take strip parallel to x axis, so area equal to double integration. So inner integration has the limits in y variable dx dy. And if you take the strip parallel to y axis, then double integration equal to inner integration limits are in x variable dy dx. So here to find the area, we have to first draw these lines or draw these curves on xy axis or in xy graph. So here the formula is this. So you can choose the formula because there are two formulae for finding the area. So you can choose one of the formula by seeing the that common area or common shaded part. So let us see. So x equal to 0 means this is the equation of y-axis. So this y-axis has the equation x equal to 0. Then y equal to 2x. So y equal to 2x is, so this equation is same as y equal to kx, and this general equation has this is the general equation of straight line which is passing through the origin from first to third quadrant, exactly bisect this first and third quadrant. So this is the straight line having equation y equal to kx. So y equal to 2x, it's same as this where k is equal to 2 in this example. Hence y equal to 2x is this equation has same nature of this straight line. So this is the equation of, or this is the straight line of y equal to 2x. So y equal to 2x, this is your straight line. Then y equal to 4. So y equal to 4 means you have to remember the general equations of these particular examples. So y equal to 4 means y equal to a. So this is the general equation where a is constant. So in example we have given a equal to 4. So y equal to a has the fixed nature of the straight line. This is the straight line y equal to a which is parallel to y axis passing through the point 0 a, which is parallel to x axis and passing through the point 0 a. That is your y equal to a. So y equal to 4 means it is the straight line passing through the point 0 4. So y equal to 4, this is the straight line. So we have to find the first common area. So the common area is, so we have given that the area bounded by these three lines. So this is your first line y equal to 0. Then this is your first line y equal to 0. Then y equal to 2x, this is your second line, and y equal to 4. So you can see y equal to 0, y equal to 2x and y equal to 4. So the common region is this triangle. So this is your shaded area. So now you can take strip parallel to x-axis. So this is your strip. Just show that strip in the graph. So you can take strip parallel to y-axis also. So take strip parallel to x-axis then find the limits from that strip. So this strip we have taken parallel to x axis, so the moving direction of the strip is from lower to upward direction. So this strip is here and it is moving from this point to and covering the area and reach at this point, so that we will cover all the shaded part. So this strip starts at this point and end at this line. This actually this strip has no length, no fixed length. It is just moving moving strip. So it changes the length by area wise. That is, in this area, the strip is at this point, and when it reaches to this line, it has the length from this to this. So that strip, any strip has no length. Its length is changed by changed by area wise. Area wise, the length is changed. So here, when the strip moving from, I have explained the in previous lecture that how to take the limits from moving strip, which is parallel to x-axis and parallel to y-axis. When parallel to x-axis, then the moving direction is from lower to upward direction, and in this, from moving direction of this strip, we get the y limits, and at the end of this strip, we get the x limits. And in when the strip is parallel to y-axis, that is the vertical line, vertical strip, so its moving direction is from left to right. Hence, from left to right, when this strip moves, we get x limits, and at the end of this strip, we get y limits. So that is your rule to get the limits from moving strip. So here, strip is moving from this point to in the upward direction, it goes at this line. So here, from moving strip, we will get y limits. So here, y value is 0, and on this line, y is 4, because this line is your y equal to 4 line. Hence, on this line, y value is 4. So the y limits are 0 to 4. From moving strip, we will get y limits. So 0 to 4, these are the y limits. And at the end point, we will get, at the end point of that strip, we will get the x limits. So at this point, we will get lower limit of x. So at this point is on on y axis, and on y axis always x value is 0. That is your rule, because on y axis the points are like 0, 4, 0, 3, 0, 2, 0, 1, 0, 0. That is, the x value is 0 always on y axis. Hence, this strip first end is on y axis. So on y axis at this point, the x value is 0. Hence, lower limit of x is 0. And the other end of this strip is on this line. So, and this line, the line equation is this. So from this equation, we will get the x value. We want x value at this point. And this point is on this line, y equal to 2x line. And from this straight line equation, we will have to find x value. So x equal to y by 2. So here x equal to 0, x equal to y by 2. And here y is 0, here y is 4. So 0 to 4 and 0 to y by 2. These are the limits. So here, as we have taken strip parallel to x-axis, hence this is your parallel to x-axis, hence inner limits are of y values dx dy. So the limits of x are 0 to y by 2 and y limits are 0 to 4. So these limits are constant, and constant limits are always for outer limit we have to put. This is your rule in the multiple or in double integration. And the rest of the limits we have to put to the inner integration. So 0 to y by 2 and outer integration limits are 0 to 4 dx dy. Now solve this integration. So this is your double integration you can solve. So here these are the values of x, as these are in y variables. From this we can't guess what is the values of y equal to 0 or x equal to 0. So from this we can say that these are the values of x. So x equal to 0 and x equal to 0, x equal to 0 and x equal to y by 2, and these are for y. Or you can guess from these limits also. X values are 0 to y by 2, so these are the values of x. Hence the inner integration limits are of x values. Hence first evaluate this inner integration with respect to x. So 0 to y by 2 dx. So dx integration is x. From 0 to y by 2, put the upper limit minus lower limit. Y by 2 minus 0, that is y by 2. So now simplify the outer integration, 0 to 4 y by 2 dy. So 1 by 2 as it is, y integration with respect to y is y square by 2. X integration is x square by 2. Hence y integration is y square by 2. 2 into 2 is 4 from 0 to 4. Put the limits. Y square means 4 square by 4 minus 0 by 0 square by 4. We get 16 by 4, that is 4. And we are finding area. Hence don't forget to write the unit. So area, the unit for area is square. So square units, general unit we have to write. So the area is 4 square units. Next is find the area bounded by y square equal to 4x, 2x minus 3y equal to minus 4. So here when xy powers are 1 1, then that equation is of your straight line. That is your hint. And when there are standard parabolic equations, this is your y square equal to 4ax parabola. This is your y square equal to minus 4x parabola. That is, this is your negative parabola, this is your positive parabola. So y square equal to parabolas are from on the left to right. These are your parabolas. Y square equal to parabolas are this, and x square equal to parabolas are in downward and upward direction. So upward parabola is x square equal to positive 4ay, and downward parabola is x square equal to minus 4ay. Because on upward direction y is positive, hence we have to take 4ay. In downward direction y axis is negative y axis, hence we have to take minus 4ay. Here y square equal to 4ax. Here on this line positive x axis is there, hence we have to take 4ax positive. And here there is a negative x axis, we have to take minus 4ax. So these are the standard parabolas. So here how to guess the given equation is of parabola or not, or straight line. So straight line equation we can guess by seeing the power. So if the power of xy if the power of xy are 1 1, then that equation is of straight line. And if y power is 2, x power is 1, or x power is 2 and y power is 1, then we can guess that that equation is of parabola. So here y square equal to is given, hence this is your parabola. So this parabola is your standard parabola. Actually this is your parabola. You can compare with the standard parabola equation. So y square equal to 4x means this parabola, which is open at the right side. So y square equal to 4x is given, and general parabola equation is, standard parabola equation is y square equal to 4x. So here a value is 1, but the nature of the parabola doesn't change. As this is the parabola of y square equal to 4x, so same parabola is for this equation y square equal to 4x. So this is your parabola. So here this is your parabola passing through the origin and open at the right side, and this is your straight line equation because xy powers are 1 1. So how to draw this straight line in xy graph? So we have to find 2 points and join these 2 points. We will get the straight line equation, or a straight line on the xy axis. So how to find these 2 points? So first put x equal to 0 in this equation, we will get y value. So put x equal to 0. So 0 minus 3y equal to minus 4, minus 3y equal to minus 4. So by simplifying y equal to 4 by 3. So we will have the first point 0, 4 by 3. Then put y equal to 0. So this is the method to draw the straight line in xy axis. First put x equal to 0, find y, we will get first point. Then put y equal to 0, so 2x equal to minus 4, x equal to minus 4 by 3. Minus 4 by 2, that is minus 2. So the point is xy point, so we will have to take minus 2 0. This is your next point. So plot these 2 points, 0 4 by 3. So 0 4 by 3 you can take here. 4 by 3 means 1.333. So you can take roughly that, plot the point. So 0, you can take this point as 0 4 by 3, which is on y axis, and minus 2 0 will be, this is your 1.333 something. So minus 2, this is your 1.33, that is, you can take this as a 1 distance, 0 1 point. So this distance is 1, so 1 and 1 2. So this is your this is the rough sketch. Now we don't have to use the scale, just we want the common area, that's it. So hence this is your 0 4 by 3. So take 0 minus 2, because this is your minus 2 means 2 distance. So 2 centimeter is, of course it is, 2 number is greater than 4 by 3. 4 by 3 means 1.33. Hence we have to take maximum distance, or we have to take the distance greater than this distance. This distance is your 4 by 3, that is 1.33. So the 2 distance will be greater than this distance. So this is your this distance, so 2 will be here. So plot the point minus 2 0 and 0 4 by 3. Join these 2 points, we will have this straight line, 2x minus 3y equal to minus 4. Now we have to find the common area. So area bounded by this parabola and straight line. So this is your parabola and this is your straight line. So this straight line intersect this parabola at this region. So this shaded region is your common area. So this is your common area. So we are taking strip parallel to y-axis. You can take strip parallel to x-axis also. We will get we get the other another limits, but the answer should be same, or answer will come the same. So there is no any difference when you take strip parallel to x-axis or parallel to y-axis in the case to find the area. So here we have taken strip parallel to y-axis. So this strip is parallel to y-axis, that is moving from left to right. So from moving direction we will get the strip moving from left to right, hence we get the x limits from moving direction, and at the end point of the strip we will get these end points are from lower to upward direction, hence we get the y limits from this end points of the strip. So at this point this strip is, and when we move from left to right this strip will come here, we cover the whole area. So at this point x value is, so at this point x value is, so this point is intersecting point of these two equations or these two curves. One is parabola and another is straight line. So here we have to how to find the intersecting point of the two curves, that is we have to solve these two curves simultaneously and find the xy values, that is xy point. We will get the intersecting point. So here again also we have to find this point. So solve these two lines. So 2x minus 3y equal to minus 4, y square equal to 4x. Then so how to solve? So this is y square. So here y square equal to 4x. So now solve these two equations means here in 4x there is a 2x. So from this first equation put the value of 2x in this equation, second equation, parabola equation. So put here 2x value is minus 4 plus 3y. From this find the value of 2x. 2x equal to minus 4 plus 3y. And this 2x value we have to put in this parabola equation. So simultaneously solve the two curves means one equation or one equation of the curve we have to put in the another curve equation. So whichever the simple equation to put. So we have to it is depend on the example which equation is easy to put. So here instead of y square equal to 4x, instead of this equation we are with this equation put in this first equation, that is the difficult one. Hence put 2x value in this equation, it is easy one. So it is example wise, depends on example which equation we have to put in the another equation. So it is easy one. So put 2x value equal to minus 4 plus 3y in this equation. So here 4x means 2 into 2x. So put 2x value from this equation, minus 4 plus 3y. So simplify this, y square equal to minus 8 plus 6y. Take on left side, y square minus 6y plus 8 equal to 0. So this is your quadratic equation. Solve this. The splitting of this 8 is multiplication should be 8 and addition should be minus 6. So minus 4 minus 2. So the by solving we get y value equal to 4 and 2. So put this. So we put 2x value. So this equation we put in this parabolic equation, that is 2x value from this equation we put here. We get y, two values of y. Now we have to find the x values. So put these two values of y in this first equation, we get the x values. So put y equal to 4 here. We get, by solving we get x equal to 4. So the first point is 4 4. Put y equal to second point, second value of y equal to 2 here. We get x equal to 1. So the point is, second point is 1 2. So we get 4 4 and 1 2 point. So here this point and this point. So which point is 1 2 and which point is 4 4? So here obviously this point is lowest, because in these 2 points x value is 1 and here x value is 4. So obviously here this, at this point x value is lower, lowest value, and here we have to put the larger value of x, because x limits are, or x values are increasing from left to right. From left to right, x equal to 0, x equal to 1, x equal to 2, x equal to 3, x equal to 4. Hence the first point will be 1 2, because in this x value is 1, and the second point will be this end point, that is x equal to here 4. So this is your point 1 2 and this is your 4 4. Now find the limits. So here the strip is moving from this point, moving and end at this point. So at this point x value is 1, at this point x value is 4. So this strip is moving from left to right, hence we have to find from the moving direction, we have to find the x limits. So here x equal to 1 and x equal to 4. So the x limits are 1 to 4. Now at the end point we will have the y limits. So this point is on straight line. The straight line equation is 2x minus 3y minus 4. So at this point we want y value. So this point is on this line, 2x minus 3y minus 4. So solve this equation and find the value of y. So y equal to minus 4 minus 2x upon minus 3. Minus 4 plus 3y upon, y value is, we have to find the y value. So minus 3y take on right side and minus 4 on left side. So 2x plus 4 upon 3. So 2x plus 4 upon 3. So this is your lower limit. From, because for y limits, the y limits are, or y values are increasing from lower to upward direction. Y equal to 1, y equal to 2, y equal to 3, y equal to 4, y equal to 5. Hence at this point we will get lower limit of y. At this point we will get upper limit of y. So at this point the y value is, solve this equation for y. Y value is 2x plus 4 by 3. And this point is on parabola. So solve this parabola equation for finding the y value. So y equal to root 4x, that is root 4x or 2 root x. So as y equal to plus minus root 4x, but this point is in first quadrant, so we have to take the plus root 4x, hence take positive root. So hence the limits for y are y equal to 2x plus 4 by 3 to root 4x. Now strip is we have taken strip is parallel to y axis, hence the limits are, hence the formula is double integration and the inner integration. Strip is parallel to y axis, hence the x values should be in for inner integration. So dy dx. Strip is parallel to y axis, hence take dy dx. This is your formula. So here the constant limits are always for the outer integration, hence 1 to 4 is for outer integration, rest of the for inner integration. Solve this double integration. So this is the y limits and rest of for x limits. So first we have while solve the double integration, we have to first evaluate the inner integration and then outer integration. So here first inner integration with respect to y. So dy integration is y from limits are 2x plus 4 by 3 to root 4x. So upper limit put y equal to root 4x first, then y equal to this value. So root 4x minus 2x plus 4 by 3. So simplify this, 2 root x minus 2 by 3x minus 4 by 3 dx. Now solve the outer integration. 2 root x integration is, root x means x raised to half. So use x raised to n integration formula. X raised to n integration is x raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1. So x raised to half integration is x raised to half plus 1, that is x raised to 3 by 2 upon 3 by 2 minus 2 by 3 x integration is x square by 2 minus 4 by 3 as it is d 4 by 3 into dx. So 4 by 3 into dx integration is x from 1 to 4. X integration is you have taken from x raised to n formula. So x raised to, there is a power is not there, that is the power is 1. So n value is 1, 1 plus 1, that is 2, x square by 2. So put upper limit and then lower limit, and simplifying we will get the 1 by 3 square unit area of the given area. So next is find the area bounded by x square equal to y cube into 2 minus y. So this is the standard curve actually. This is not a straight line because power is not 1 1. This is not a parabola because x square power or y square power we want for parabolic equation. So here y cube is there, hence, or y raised to 4, by multiplying we get y raised to 4, hence this is not a parabola. So this is a standard curve, so you can remember directly. So its curve is this. Draw directly this curve. X square equal to y cube equation into 2 minus y. So this is your curve. Draw directly. And you can see this curve is symmetric about y axis. So how to find this whole curve? So only find this half curve, and when we take the 2 times of this curve, we will get the whole area. So you can split this curve into 2 parts and only find the curve of this half part, and the total curve will be 2 times this half part, that is we will get total curve of this whole curve. So area is 2 times area of O A B O. So this area, only find this area, and when we get 2 times of this area, we will get the whole area curve. So here take the strip parallel to x axis. You can take strip parallel to y axis also. So take strip parallel to x axis. So it is moving from lower to upward direction. So here to cover this shaded area, the shaded area starting point is this. So at this point, when the strip is moving from downward to upward direction, we will get the y limits. So from moving direction of this strip, we will get y limits. So here y is 0, and when we reach at this point, we'll cover the whole we'll cover this area. So strip is at this point start moving, and it will go at this point, and we will have to stop at this point because we cover the area. Hence at this point y is 0, at this point y is 2. So here 2 minus y is there, hence the point is 0, 2 you have to take. How to find this 0, 2 point? This is your standard curve, remember directly as it is. And on y-axis, what is the point of the what is the this point B is. So here 2 minus y is there, so you can see here 2 minus y bracket is there, hence take the point 0, 2. If in exam you ask the point 4 minus y bracket, then take 0, 4 point on the y-axis. So that is the rule for this curve. So here the point is 0, 2. So y limits are 0 to 2, and at the end point we will get x limits. So here x is 0 because this point is on y-axis. So on y-axis always value of x is 0. So here x is 0 and this point is on this curve, and so from this curve find the value of x. So x equal to square root of y cube into 2 minus y. Square root of y cube into 2 minus y. So from moving direction, from lower to upward direction or downward to upward direction, we will get y limits 0 to 2, and at the end point we will get x limits. So here we get x is 0, here x is, this point is on this curve, and curve equation is this. Solve this equation, equation for x. So x equal to y cube into 2 minus y in square root. So that is your x value on this point. So the x limits are 0 to, here x is square root of y cube into 2 minus y. So constant limits are always for outer limits, so or outer integration. Take this 0 to 2 for outer integration and remaining for inner integration. And 2 times we have to solve this double integration. We will get the area of whole part, whole area we will get. We will get the whole area. So only find this area and take 2 times of this and take the 2 times of this answer. We will get the whole answer of that area. So here these are the values of limits of x are this. These are the limits of x, means these are the x values, and remaining are y values. So these are the x values. So first evaluate this inner integration with respect to x. So dx integration x from 0 to cube square root of y cube into 2 minus y. So put the limit, upper limit first, then minus lower limit. So square root of y cube into 2 minus y minus 0, that is only this value. So y raised to, take this square root separately. So y raised to square root means half. So 3 into 3 raised to half means 3 by 2. 2 minus y raised to 1 by 2 dy. So here this type of integration we have to solve by using the beta function. So beta function is new function to you because there is no any previous chapter we have studied in the first year, first sem. So we have to use the beta function. So beta function is one of the useful function to evaluate the integration. So integration of the type, so it has the particular definition. So beta mn equal to integration from 0 to 1 x raised to variable raised to m minus 1 minus variable raised to n minus 1 dx. So here variable is y. So m minus 1 value is 3 by 2, but here we want 1 minus variable. So we have in this example 2 minus y. So we have to instead of 2 we want here 1, then only we can use this beta definition. So beta definition is this. So this definition we have to use when this type of integration, if this type of integration function or integration equation is given inside the integration sign, then we can use the this definition. So use this definition, it is easy to evaluate this type of integration. So we want 1 minus variable, so here we have 2 minus y, hence take this 2 common because we want here 1. So to have the 1 number at this position, take 2 common. So the power is half, so we have to take the power to this common 2 number also. So take 2 raised to half outside. So in bracket 1 minus y by 2 bracket raised to half. So here 2 minus y raised to half is there. Take 2 common in bracket. So 2 into 1 minus y by 2. So take 2 outside this power. So outside this power means take power separately. So 2 raised to half 1 minus y by 2 raised to half. So this is the simplification. And we get the 1 number at this position. So 2 raised to half 1 minus y by 2 raised to 1 by 2 y. So here take 2 common from this bracket, take 2 common and take separately the power half. We will get 1 minus number. So we will have this number. So now variable raised to number we get variable raised to 3 by 2. But this bracket still we are not getting because 1 minus variable raised to number we want here. So 1 minus only variable. So here variable is y as the integration is with respect to y. So we want only here y. So 1 minus variable we want here. So this y by 2 we don't want here to use the beta mn definition. Hence we have to use the substitution method for y by 2. So put y by 2 equal to t. So y by 2 equal to t. So y equal to 2t. dy equal to, take the derivative, y derivative is dy equal to 2 into t derivative is dt. So dy equal to 2 dt. So as we are using substitution method, take whole y variable terms into t variable and the limits also. These are the limits for y. Find the limits for t. So put y equal to 0 here, we get t equal to 0. Put y equal to 2 here, 2 by 2, t equal to 1. So we will get t limits are 0 to 1. So 2 raised to 1, 2 raised to half. They merge these two numbers. So 2 raised to 3 by 2, 0 to 1. Y means 2t. 2t raised to 3 by 2. 1 minus y by 2 means t raised to half. dy value is 2 dt. Again simplify this. 2 raised to 3 by 2. 2 raised to 3 by 2 into 2. 2 raised to 3 by 2 into 2 into 2 raised to 3 by 2. 2 raised to 3 by 2, take the separate power, 2 raised to 3 by 2 into 2. So the merging number is 3 by 2 plus 3 by 2, that is 6 by 2, that is 2 raised to 3, that is 8 into 2, that is 16. So 16 into, now we will get the same equation. So you can compare this integration with this definition of beta function. So if this type of integration we have, then directly we can evaluate this integration as beta mn. Mn means the power, if the power first equation or first term power is m minus 1, then take m here, first number is m, and 1 minus variable raised to whatever the number n minus 1 is there, then take n value here. So this integration value is beta mn. So here variable raised to number. So compare this integration with this beta function. So 3 by 2 means m minus 1. So here m minus 1 equal to 3 by 2. M equal to 3 by 2 plus 1, that is 5 by 2. So m value is 5 by 2. Then find the value of n. So 1 minus variable raised to number. 1 minus variable raised to number. So here by comparing n minus 1 value is half. N minus 1 equal to half. Hence n equal to half plus 1, that is 3 by 2. So here we will get 3 by 2. So beta mn means m value is 5 by 2, n value is 3 by 2. So I have 5 by 2, 3 by 2. So this integration answer is beta 5 by 2, 3 by 2 by using the beta definition. So if this type of integration we have, then we can evaluate this integration by using beta function. So now simplify this beta function. So there is a formula, beta mn equal to gamma m gamma n upon gamma m plus n. So this notation is for gamma. So simplify this. So gamma 5 by 2, gamma 3 by 2 upon gamma 5 by 2 plus 3 by 2 is 4. Now again simplify this. Gamma n means n minus 1 factorial. Again this is a formula. So gamma 4 means 3 factorial. 3 factorial is 6. Factorial means 3 into 2 into 1. Then gamma 5 by 2 means, simplify this. How to simplify this gamma notation? So subtract 1 from this number. So 5 by 2 minus 1, 3 by 2. Again subtract 1 from 3 by 2. First subtract 1 from 5 by 2, write the number 3 by 2. Then again 3 by 2 minus 1, 1 by 2. And then write the number of gamma 1 by 2 in this gamma notation as it is. Because gamma 1 by 2 has the fixed value root pi. This is again a formula. This is the formula, this is the formula, and this is the formula. So gamma 4 is 3 factorial. Gamma 5 by 2 means subtract 1, 3 by 2, 5 by 2 minus 1, 3 by 2, 3 by 2 minus 1, 1 by 2, gamma 1 by 2. Again subtract 3 by 2 minus 1, 1 by 2, gamma 1 by 2. So simplifying this, 16 into 3 upon 2 into 2 into 2. Gamma 1 by 2 is root pi, gamma 1 by 2 is root pi. This is the formula. So root pi into root pi, pi upon 3 factorial. So simplifying we get pi value. So these are some extra examples for area. So here, so in this example, I will show you how to take the limits. So find the area between y plus 8 upon x equal to x minus 2, y equal to 0. Y equal to 0 means x-axis, and y plus 8 equal to y plus 8 upon x equal to x minus 2. So take this x on the right side, y plus 8 equal to x square minus 2x. So this is not a straight line because x has the power 2 or not 1 1. So this is a parabolic equation, not the standard parabolic equation, because these are your standard parabolas. X square equal to 4ay minus 4ay, y square equal to 4ax minus 4x. These are your standard parabola. This is your standard parabola, means these parabolas passing through the origin only. So this parabola is not passing through origin. So how to draw that parabola? So here x square term is there and y is there. So if x square term and y is there, then that parabola is of upward direction, open at upper side or open at lower side. So this type of parabola we have to draw, not this parabola which is open at left and right side, because this type of parabola having the equation y square equal to, or y square, that parabola equation contains y square. So this equation contains x square and y variable, hence this type of parabola is, it will be open at upper side or lower side but not passing through origin. So how to draw this type of parabola? X square and y term, hence the parabola in the upward direction. So upward direction, why? Because x square has the plus sign, positive, and if the y has the positive sign, then that parabola will be open at the upper side. If that y has minus sign, negative sign, then that parabola is open at the lower side. So y has plus sign, hence open at the upper side. Y has plus sign, hence open at the upper side. So x square and positive y term, hence this is the parabola equation, open at the upward direction. So how to draw this parabola? So again we have to find the intersecting point with xy axis. So put x equal to 0 here, we get x equal to 0, y equal to minus 8, we get the point 0 minus 8. Then put y equal to 0, we get x square minus 2x equal to 8. So x square minus 2x minus 8 equal to 0. This is the quadratic equation. Solve this. We will get the 2 points 4 0 and minus 2 0. So the 3 points are there. 0 minus 8. So this is your 0 minus 8. Then 4 0. 0 minus 8 means this is your distance 8. So the half distance will be your 4. So take the 4 distance on this x axis, we get 4 0 point. Then minus 2 0 means minus 2 means 2 distance on the negative x axis. So this is your 4 distance. Take the half part or half distance on this side, we will get the minus 2 0. So we will get 3 points for drawing the parabola. So as we know, this parabola is not passing through origin and which is open at the upward direction. So we have to draw the parabola in this direction. So this is your parabola. And the second equation is given y equal to 0. Y equal to 0 means x axis. So x axis, y equal to 0 means x axis, and this is your parabola. So the bounded region will be this, or shaded or common area is this. Now take this strip parallel to y axis. You can take parallel to x axis also. So take this strip parallel to x axis. So from moving direction we will get x values. So this strip is start at this and end at this. So this strip is moving from this first point, then it is covering the whole area and reach at this point. So we will get the x limit. So here x is minus 2 and here x is 4, because these are points minus 2 0 and 4 0. So here x is minus 2, x is 4. So the limits for x are minus 2 to 4. Minus 2 to 4, these are our constant limits, hence take for the outer integration. Now find the, at the end point we will get y limits. So here y is, this is on x axis. So on x axis y is always 0. So y is 0. This is your upper limit and this is your lower limit. Because at the end point, when this strip is parallel to y axis, at the end point, from lower to upward direction, we will get the y limit. So at the lower point, we will get the lower limit of y, and at the upper side, we will get the upper limit of y. So this is your lower limit of y, this is your upper limit of y. Upper limit is, here y is 0. So upper limit of y is 0. Now find the lower limit. So this lower limit is on this parabola. So parabola equation is y plus 8 equal to x square minus 2x. So we want here y value. So here simplify this for y. So x square minus 2x minus 8. So this is the value of y. That is the lower limit of y. So x square minus 2x minus 8. So these are the limits. So now you can solve the double integration. Next is find the area bounded by 4y equal to x square and this x square plus 4y minus 8. Now again, these two equations contain x square value and y raised to 1 x square term and y raised to 1 term. So this is the parabola equation. So x square equal to 4y. So x square equal to 4y is same as x square equal to 4ay. X square equal to 4y. Here a value is 1. Hence x square equal to 4y is this parabola, because this is your, you can compare this x square equal to 4y with x square equal to 4ay. So similar equations are given in this example. Hence this is the x square equal to 4y means this is the parabola passing through the origin and in open at the upward direction. So this is your parabola x square equal to 4y. Now x square plus 4y minus 8. So this is not the standard parabola which is not passing through origin. So x square equal to, write this as the equation contains x square value, hence simplify the equation x square equal to. So x square equal to 8 minus 4y. So take minus 4 common, y minus 2. So here here if this type of equation is given, x minus a bracket square into negative number or negative sign number into y minus b. So this is the parabola with vertex. Vertex means this is your vertex 0 0. In previous example, this is your parabola, so this is your vertex 0 minus 8. Vertex means it is a point, this point. At the bending line, we have the vertex. So here vertex will be 0 2, because here x square means, compare this standard equation with this. So x minus a means x minus 0 square. So this is x minus 0 square. So a value is 0. So the vertex is AB. If this equation is given, number into this type, then compare this general equation with this. So x minus 0 square, so a value is 0 and y minus b means b value is 2. So the vertex is 0, AB means 0 2. So vertex means 0 2. So 0 2 is your vertex. Vertex means the bending part. At the bending line, you will get the vertex. So this is, so we have to bend the parabola at this point. So 0 2 is the vertex. So hence, and there is a minus sign here. So minus sign for y. If we multiply this minus 4 to this, so we will get minus 4y. That is, y has the negative sign. So if y has the negative sign, then that parabola should be open at the lower side. In the lower direction, the parabola is open. So vertex is 0 2 and y has negative sign, hence open at the lower direction. So this is your parabola, second parabola. And this is your standard parabola passing through the origin. And this is your non-standard parabola passing through 0 2. Passing through 0 2 means that is your vertex. And how to find vertex? This is your general equation. You can take here some constant k. So general equation is x minus a square equal to plus minus k into y minus b. So if there is a plus sign, then that vertex, if there is a plus sign for y, so that parabola should be open at the upper side. If y has the negative sign, then that parabola will be open at the lower side. So y has negative sign, open at the lower side. This is the open at the lower side, and vertex is 0 2. So now the common shaded common areas is this. Now take the strip parallel to y-axis. So strip is moving from left to right, hence we will get the x values. So these points are intersecting point we have to find. So how to find this intersecting point? Because shaded area start at this point and ends at this point. So at these 2 points we have to find. So these are the intersecting points. Solve these two parabolic equation. So first is 4y equal to x square equal to 4y, and second equation is this. So now put this x square value 4y in this equation. It is easy one to solve these simultaneously two equations. It is easy to put this equation into this. So put x square equal to 4y here. So 4y plus 4y minus 8, simplifying we will get y equal to 1. So put y equal to 1 here, we will get x square equal to 4, that is x equal to plus minus 2. So the 2 points we get 2 1. For y equal to 1 we get x equal to plus minus 2. So the 2 points are 2 1 and minus 2 1. 2 1 and minus 2 1. So which point is 2 1 and which point is minus 2 1? So in 2 1 x value is positive, in minus 2 1 x value is negative. So where the x value is negative? On negative x axis. So hence this is the point with negative x value. So minus 2 1 value will be this, because at this point x axis is negative. Hence this point should be minus 2 1 and this point should be 2 1, because 2 here is x value is here positive. Or 2 1, both the values are positive in first quadrant only. Hence this point is 2 1 and another point is minus 2. So hence from moving direction from left to right, here x value is minus 2, here x value is 2. So hence the limits of x are minus 2 to 2. then at the end point we will have the y limits. So this point is on this curve x square equal to 4y, and this point is on this parabola, this parabola. At this point you will see this point is on x axis, but we are not considering this point is on x axis because x axis equation is y equal to 0. So y equal to 0 equation is not given in the example. Hence this point we will have to take on this parabola, not on x axis, because x axis equation is y equal to 0 and this y equal to 0 equation is not given in the example. Hence this point we have to take on this parabola. So on this point we want lower limit of y. So this point is on this parabola. So from this y value is x square by 4. So lower limit of y is x square by 4. This upper limit of y is on this point. This point is on parabola. So from this point y value is 8 minus x square upon 4. So upper limit of y is 8 minus x square by 4. Lower limit of y is x square by 4. So minus 2 to 2 constant limit take for the outer integration and rest of the for inner integration, and solve this integration, double integration. So these are some examples for area of the double integration. So we will see the remaining examples in the next lecture. Thank you.